to another video. So today we're going to be going over humidity when it comes to keeping reptiles. Obviously not all species of reptiles need humidity, but the ones that do, it is very important for them. So with that being said, I'm going to go over why humidity is important for the ones that need it, and then I'll be giving you guys a few tips and tricks to help maintain it, because I know it can be a bit of a challenge, especially for beginners. So with that being said, I hope this video helps you out, and let's go ahead and jump into it. The number one reason that humidity is important is for hydration, and especially for species such as crested geckos, gargoyle geckos, and also things like chameleons that don't drink from water bowls. It's very important that their humidity is correct because that's how they hydrate themselves and they won't drink from water bowls. So that's the number one reason that humidity is important, is for the overall hydration of your reptile. The second reason that humidity is important is it helps your reptile shed correctly. And if a reptile is not able to shed, they typically get stuck shed. And this can be pretty bad, especially for lizards, if they get stuck shed built up on their toes or on their tails, because that can cause tail rot and toe rot, which can actually cause them to lose that part of their body that they have the stuck shed built up on. So humidity is very, very important when it comes to your reptile being able to shed correctly and have everything come off smoothly. Humidity is also really important when it comes to your reptile avoiding illnesses and staying healthy, keeps their immune system strong and just everything going correctly if it's a species that requires high humidity. If their humidity is too low, they're more likely to have a lot of health issues and get sick. So now that we've covered why humidity is important, we're now going to go over a few tips and tricks to help you maintain humidity levels so that you can avoid any of the issues that tend to happen when humidity is too low. The first thing for humidity would be misting, and you can do this by hand with a spray bottle or just a hand mister, or you can get misting machines which you can actually set up on timers. So if you're at school or work all day and you're not home to mist your enclosure frequently, that will do it for you and you don't have to worry about it. So it's going to be very, very helpful when it comes to keeping your humidity at the correct levels. The second thing that's going to help you maintain humidity is using an enclosure that actually retains moisture. Example, if you put a reptile that has very high humidity requirements in a screen enclosure, the enclosure is going to dry out very quickly and it's not going to stay humid. So by using an enclosure, whether that be a glass tank or a plastic tub that just has ventilation on the front or on the top, that's going to hold humidity in a lot better and prevent it from drying out so quickly. Now, even if you're using an enclosure, say like a glass terrarium, the screen top may still be a little bit too much ventilation and let the enclosure dry out too quickly. So one thing you can do to avoid this would be to either buy a humidity shield, and if they don't make a humidity shield in the size that you need, you can cut plastic down to the size that you want it to place on top of the screen, or you can do something as simple as laying a damp towel over the screen. You don't want to cover it completely because you do still need some ventilation, but by covering a portion of the screen, that's going to help hold the humidity in. The next thing you can do to help maintain humidity would be using a large water bowl. This helps keep the overall moisture level higher, and as that water evaporates, it'll evaporate into the enclosure, helping to maintain that high humidity level. The next thing you can do is use a moisture retaining substrate. This will make a huge difference when it comes to maintaining humidity. That way when you mist the enclosure down, the substrate holds on to that moisture, and it'll help you keep your enclosure at a higher humidity level for a longer period of time, which is going to make a huge difference and make maintaining humidity a lot easier. Now the final thing would be to use live, non-toxic plants and moss. You can buy them from places like Josh's Frogs or the Bio Dude, or you can just go to like Lowe's or Home Depot or even the garden section in Walmart. However, if you do this, make sure that when you bring the plants home, you thoroughly wash them off to get rid of any pesticides and fertilizers, because those can also be toxic to reptiles. But live plants tend to hold a lot more moisture than fake ones will, so this is going to help a lot when it comes to maintaining humidity. Also, live plants are a lot prettier and they're more stimulating for your reptiles. And that actually wraps up today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and that it helped you out when it comes to maintaining humidity levels in your reptile's enclosure. If you haven't already, go on over to Reptile Rave on Instagram and give me a follow there. Also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.